Okay, let me show you this problem. This is on page 802. This is page 802, and this is problem number 33. So this is a cool problem because it wants you to find the area of the shaded region, but man, that's like a circle and a triangle inside of it, and what do? Well, if I wanted to find the shaded area, then couldn't I just go circle minus triangle? Wouldn't that solve it right there? So like what I do is I have one additional step on these. I'm going to make a plan, and I'm going to write it out in words like that. My plan is to take the area of the circle. I'm going to find that, and then I'm going to subtract. I'm going to take the whole area of the circle, and then I'm going to subtract the area of the triangle out of it, and that should solve this problem, right? So by the way, this is 5√2 meters. It's in meters. I was checking units here. So the area of the circle, remember how we have been starting? So you want to have a formula, only this time it's going to be more than one. So it's pi r squared minus, what's the formula for the area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. All right, so let's see. Pi r squared. Pi r squared. I don't know r, which means I got to do a little more thinking about this triangle right here. It's a 45, 45, 90 triangle, right? Because I know that because this is an inscribed angle, and the included arc is a semicircle. So that's a 90 right there. And then they gave me these two were the same. That's a 45, 45, 90. So I have to realize that, okay, this is a leg, which means that this one is also 5√2. And then how do you go from leg to hypotenuse in the 45, 45, 90? You multiply by √2. So what's 5√2 times √2? It's 5 times 2, which is 10. And that's how you figured that diameter out. And which means now that I know that the radius would be 5. It's half of that. So it's pi times 5 squared, or 25 pi, minus, I'm just going to keep on going, so the base times the height. So I'm thinking about the triangle. Remember, the base and height have to happen at the 90-degree angle. So it's 5√2, that's the base, and the height is 5√2. And I'm going to divide that by 2. So 5√2 times 5√2 is 5 times 5 is 25. √2 times √2 is 2 over 2. So this is going to be 25. I've kind of made a mess because this took me more steps than this. But I have 25 pi minus 25. Right? Because the area of the circle is 25 pi. And the area of the triangle is 25. I'm going to let my calculator take over at this point. So 25 pi minus 25 is about 53.53, and they asked me to round to the nearest tenth. So the answer, the area, is about 53.5. And remember, it was meters, so it's area, so it's meter, square meter. It's meters squared. So 53.5. How about that for a tricky little problem? Those are pretty neat.